Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Uh, Today, the topic of discussion is ophthalmic manifestations of rheumatological diseases. To introduce my topic, I can say that ophthalmic diseases are often associated with rheumatological disorders. Eye is an important indicator of many of these diseases. It can be one of the earliest organ to show disease activity, and these diseases may manifest as variety of ophthalmic conditions with wide range of signs and symptoms. So the common ocular diseases are keratoconjunctivitis sicca, episcleritis, scleritis, uveitis, keratitis, retinal vasculitis, and optic neuritis. Uh, so to talk of keratoconjunctivitis sicca, we know that most common autoimmune causes primary Sjogren syndrome, rheumatoid arthritis and SLE, they causes secondary sicca. Regarding episcleritis, most of the cases are rheumatoid cases. For scleritis, the common causes are rheumatoid and GPA, previously known as Wegener's granulomatosis. Regarding uveitis, in rheumatology, anterior uveitis is most common, followed by posterior, pan and intermediate uveitis. Common cause of anterior uveitis is HLA-B27 associated arthropathy, which is a big spectra comprising ankylosing spondylitis, reactive psoriatic, IBD associated arthritis. Second most common cause is juvenile idiopathic arthritis and Behçet's disease. If we talk of intermediate, pan and posterior uveitis, Behçet's and sarcoidosis are the common causes. If we talk of PUK, the common rheumatological causes are rheumatoid, again GPA, pan and relapsing polychondritis. So now we'll be talking of few diseases, common rheumatological diseases and common ocular findings of these diseases. As we know, rheumatoid is a chronic inflammatory arthritis. The ocular disease and the severity of this ocular disease, it depends upon the RA chronicity and resistance to therapy. The common ocular symptoms in a case of rheumatoid are keratoconjunctivitis sicca, episcleritis which is mild and benign, scleritis which is more severe leading to scleromalacia perforans in severe long-standing cases, PUK which is seen in severe and active RA. So there are many publications on ocular manifestations of RA with different forms and frequencies, and the similar results have been postulated. To investigate such a case, if you find a case of rheumatoid and you have these ocular findings, kindly order RA factor, anti-CCP, ESR and CRP. If we talk of treatment part, treating the underlying RA effectively, that is crucial to manage the ocular complications. Coming to juvenile idiopathic arthritis, a child coming to you less than 16 years of age with arthritis lasting more than 6 weeks, we classify into 7 subtypes, but of importance to ophthalmologists are oligoarticular 1 and RF negative polyarticular 1. So uveitis usually presents after arthritis, but in 3 to 7% of cases it may develop before arthritis. It presents as anterior uveitis, which is chronic and granulomatous with posterior synechiae, band keratopathy. These ocular findings, they are more common in oligoarticular GIA form and ANA positive girls. To investigate such a child, kindly order a CBC, rheumatoid factor, ANA, which should be done by immunofluorescence, and HLA-B27 to be mentioned to be done by PCR method, not by flow cytometry. Treatment for this case, first line agent is methotrexate apart from the treatment which you are doing for the ocular part. In severe JIA associated uveitis, combine methotrexate with adalimumab. So early introduction of immunomodulatory therapy is the best way to prevent complications, and similar results have been published regarding biologic therapies for GIA associated uveitis, where methotrexate was the first line corticosteroid sparing agent. If we talk of Sjogren, ocular findings, keratoconjunctivitis sicca, recurrent conjunctivitis, filamentary keratitis, corneal ulcers, blepharitis. So, apart from the ocular diagnosis, kindly order ANA, anti-SSA, anti-SSB, and a labial salivary gland biopsy. If we talk of treatment, we do not have much to offer. Pilocarpine is the drug which we can add. Otherwise, anti-TNF and anti-CD20 rituximab, they are under trial for the treatment of keratoconjunctivitis sicca in Sjogren's disease. A big spectra spondyloarthropathy, which usually presents as acute anterior uveitis, which is sudden, unilateral, recurrent, alternating between the eyes and often associated with HLA-B27. So it's a big spondyloarthropathy comprise all these kinds. So it is either psoriatic or reactive, IBD associated. It may be ankylosing spondylitis or it can be undifferentiated spondyloarthropathy. Suspect if you find a psoriatic plaque on the extensor surfaces of the body, or if you find a male patient with arthritis having a stoop posture, kindly order HLA-B27 by PCR, not by flow cytometry, X-ray pelvis to look for sacroiliitis, ESR and CRP to look for disease activity. Treatment for such a case is corticosteroids in severe refractory bilateral cases. Treat such patients with DMARD with sulfasalazine as drug of choice, followed by methotrexate. Biologics in the form of infliximab, adalimumab, anti-TNF drugs are drug of choice. Etanercept should not be used as it is associated with paradoxical induction of new onset uveitis. If we talk of Behçet's, ocular disease is present in 40 to 50% of cases with uveitis, recurrent bilateral non-granulomatous and development of hypopyon. It's a sight-threatening disease. Suspect Behçet's when you have recurrent oral ulcers and recurrent genital ulcers. Apart from the routine test, kindly order HLA-B51, which is associated in 50 to 80% of cases. And treatment here is corticosteroid, where methylprednisolone pulse is given in severe life-threatening flares. Systemic immunosuppressants with azathioprine, cyclosporin and mycophenolate, and definitely there is role of biologic therapy here. Lastly, GPA, it presents as orbital disease, scleritis, PUKs, retinal vasculitis. Suspect such a case if you find a saddle nose deformity, hearing loss, kidney involvement and upper airway involvement. Order CNCA and PNCA apart from the routine blood test. Histopathology will be necrotizing granulomatous inflammation. In such a case, we treat with systemic corticosteroids. We induce our patients with either cyclophosphamide or rituximab and then maintenance therapy with azathioprine, methotrexate and mycophenolate. So there are many studies for cyclophosphamide and rituximab treatment of scleritis and uveitis in patients of GPA. To conclude, I can say that these ophthalmic diseases are common in rheumatological diseases which may range from mild to sight-threatening, and these early manifestations serve as sentinel signs. Severe complications can lead to permanent vision loss, so regular ocular screening and early immunosuppressive therapy improves visual outcome. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank